Thank you for joining MCOT World. Well, of course, this is the first day of MCOT World, and we are very proud to be part of the success of giving you programs from Thailand to you, the expats. I'm Valerie McKenzie, Sawadee Ka.
I'm Johan Wimon Chalao, Swadee Krab.
And I'm Tapani Manawet, Sawadee Ka.
Now, every day you're going to be able to turn on to True Vision 99 and you'll see a series of English language programs, something for you all to understand more about what Thailand has on offer. Our program, So This is Thailand. Well, you can put the emphasis on So This is Thailand. So, this is really Thailand. But So This is Thailand is going to give you lots of clues, lots of information about the home you have currently. It's very, very special. Having been here 20 odd years, I can tell you it is very special. You can enjoy every moment. Johan, as far as you're concerned, you've been back in Thailand how long?
Well, about 8 years now, and I must say it's one of the things that you had mentioned, something that's really been missing from here, and especially looking back at all the information that's been going around, is a source, a single source that expats can go to get viable and useful information. So it's great to be here. It's great to be back on camera again. And
So each day we're going to give you the talk of the town, and the talk of the town certainly has to be that you're enjoying a holiday today because it is the Mother's Day long weekend. I hope that you were very kind to your mothers, not just yesterday, but every day of the year. But there's many, many things happening around town. And a number of you have asked us, why do we wear the jasmine? And I think Johanna's got that answer for you. What is the jasmine? Why is it so special for Mother's Day here in Thailand?
well, the jasmine flower, obviously the day is associated with Her Majesty the Queen. The jasmine actually has a couple reasons why we wear it today. Number one, the jasmine, or dok manli that we say in Thai, it's that natural, fragrant flower that blooms year-round. So it's supposed to show that never-ending love that mothers have. Secondly, it's the one about the white, pure love, the color there. So that's why we wear it. The pure love, the fact that it blooms all year round, it's a perfect flower for Mother's Day.
Oh, wow, I never knew that. Very, very interesting.
And what did you do for Mother's Day?
Actually, I'm taking my mother out to dinner tonight.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't like crowds and she doesn't like a fuss, so she said, let's not go on Mother's Day, but let's go another day instead.
So where are you going?
Still spend some quality time together. I'm taking her for a Korean food, which is her favorite cuisine. So there you go.
Well, I think for on a Mother's Day, you got to go wherever the mom wants.
Well, that's true.
It's her day.
It's not only that day, actually, let me remind you.
Now, speaking of cuisines, we have actually a special menu in honor of Mother's Day as well, so we have some news to tell you about that. It is the One Dish from the Heart Festival, which runs from now until August the 15th, featuring all the raw ingredients from the Royal Farm and the Royal Project. The ingredients that are going into this special menu is going to celebrate the occasion of Her Majesty the Queen's anniversary, of course, on the 12th of August. During this festival, over 100 stores will feature raw materials, raw meats and vegetables, and a special breed of pork and duck, which were a gift to Her Majesty from the government of the People's Republic of China. The pork and duck is supposed to taste absolutely wonderful, so make sure you have a chance to check it out. In addition, there's going to be trout fish from the Royal Project, Hungarian mushrooms, red oak salad, tea, sweet peppers, the emperor kale, and many, many more things. All of these are, of course, pesticide-free and organic as well, according to the Royal Initiative.
Well, these royal projects, for those of you who don't know about them, they are all about trying to grow naturally, without chemicals, and showing all the different better ways that farmers and people who are doing that for a living can do their profession and improve it. And they have some great stuff there.
Yeah, I think as well as promoting healthier living and caring for the environment, they also fetch higher prices as well because they're pesticide-free and organic. So it's a very, very great initiative. Now, if you would like to check out these very interesting ingredients, the restaurants participating are S&P, all branches around Bangkok, Patara on Sukhumvit, Thonglo, Soi 19, Lee Cafe branches, the Rose Garden Riverside, Triplets Brasserie on Soi Lang Suan, Harvey's on Thonglo Soi 9, Siam Discovery, Red Sun, and Ban Ma Yui on Ari Sampan Soi 1, and every branch of Siao Long Bao as well. Now, for more information, go to worldwidewebfacebook.com/make a dish, make a wish.
That is a very long list.
It is indeed.
Well, that's good because it gives you a lot of choices to bring your mom to, whatever is closest, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, coming up as well in Talk of the Town, we cannot not mention the Olympics, which have just closed. The London 2012 Summer Olympic Games have finally come to a close with last night's closing ceremony capping off 2 weeks of competition. There were some surprise winners out there, some heartbreaking defeats as well. We had a lot of good examples of sportsmanship, little few moments of reproach, had some, unfortunately, some players throwing some matches. But overall, this is the third London Olympics within a century. I think a lot of people are thinking that, you know, by far this has been the best. You know, if anything about the medal count is to reflect upon, UK has a lot to be proud of. Now, the opening ceremonies featured a rich history of Great Britain in the music. Over 40 million viewers worldwide watched those opening ceremonies, and again for the closing ceremonies as well. London bowed out with style, flair, a whole host of musicians and singers and artists, and again they continued that musical theme in the closing ceremony. It started off the evening ceremonies, all the athletes marching into the stadium as one. That's actually a tradition, if you don't know, that started off in Melbourne in 1956. Because if everyone watches, who knows, when the games begin, it comes in country by country.
Right.
But part of that whole athletic spirit of sport, everyone is equal at the end, they've all participated. That's why they all come in at the end. And for those who are getting ready for the next Summer Olympics in 2016, those will be in, do you know where?
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me?
Well, for those who watched the closing ceremonies last night, you would have seen the handoff of the Olympic flag to Rio de Janeiro down in Brazil. So we'll be going to the Southern Hemisphere in another 4 years. So looking forward to seeing that as well in the future. For Thailand, though, it seems to be the talk of the town. Unfortunately, a little bitter on some aspects, and I'd say rightly so. Especially in the boxing, for those who watched the matches over the past weekend. The social networks I know have been really abuzz with the talk about the poor judging, missed points. But while being disappointing on those aspects, I'd say that the Thais in general, whether they got a medal or not, have really had no small achievement and have something to be proud of for Thailand.
Yeah, we took home some medals, of course. Even if it wasn't gold, they've still worked really hard to get to where they are and gave their all, gave their best. So I think that in the spirit of sport, that is the most important thing. Also, the web is abuzz. I think since the first games, the nature of the game has moved on quite a lot. Now it's taking part on not just in the stadium, but on TV and on social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and they have been doing a roundup of what's the most talked about and who is the most talked about in the Olympics. Of course, in Thailand, it's been full of drama and lots of cries of foul play or being robbed, so on and so forth. But on the international scene, of course, the most mentioned person must be Michael Phelps, who won 19 medals in the last Olympics, but lost at the last minute by 0.001 seconds.
I don't even think you can blink that fast.
No. And also rising star Gabby Douglas, who has won a gold medal at the age of just 17 years old.
Well, what's really great is she's only 17 years old, so it means she has her whole career ahead of her, and obviously Olympics in 2016 as well.
Yeah, only 4 years to wait.
4 years. Well, that's it for Talk of the Town, Olympics Mother's Day. We have a lot more coming up on the show. In particular, Valerie on V-Talk. She'll be talking with Anders Norman, a long-time living expat here in Thailand, who's going to tell us about some tips on living in Thailand from his own experience.
Right, she's just bolted out of the studio to get you the latest. So we do
empty
hope
seat.
you do stay tuned, and we'll be right back.